Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to the darkest dungeon. Let's go and fight the Hag Witch. Screw the horrid Shrieker. I don't really care about his trinket, and we've already killed him, so we don't need to do it again. It just costs us a week. So let me go over my plan so I don't mess it up. Hellion, front position, better accuracy, better damage, better crit, gonna do a lot of damage, can buff their own damage, can buff their own crit. Hopefully the Hellion just smacks the crap out of the boss. Abomination. I kinda wanna try Rage, good crit chance, good damage. During the mission, they've got a good stun. Beast Bile isn't really what we're gonna be using on them, but they can heal themselves, which is nice because we're, in theory, gonna be running an Occultist who's going to mark for the Arbalist. Now, I have no idea how this is gonna work because the Occultist and the Arbalist, I'd rather have more units that deal with mark, but the only one that I would want to bring on would be like the Shield Breaker with Captivate. But they're not gonna apply a lot of blight damage because the boss is resistant to blight damage. We cannot use the, wish there was a freaking scroll bar on the side here. We cannot use the, oh my god, sort by class, where is he? He's here somewhere. Do we not have a bounty hunter? There he is. The bounty hunter's ability will not hit the hag. This only hits the first two targets, so the bounty hunter can't be used. We could use a highwayman with pistol shot plus 50% damage, but the pistol shot damage itself is kinda low anyways. Yeah, we could have duelist advance and tracking shot to buff, but pistol shot, I'm never really that happy with the damage output from it. I'd rather do something like Wicked Slice or Open Veins most of the time, you know, buff the melee damage so the duelist advance does a lot of damage that way. And then who was the other person I was thinking of? Grave Robber has Thrown Dagger, plus damage on a blighted target, which is not gonna happen because this boss is very resistant to blight, but the plus damage on a marked target could be good. There's also Houndmaster, plus 90% damage on a marked target, you say? Plus accuracy and crit v Eldritch, plus crit range. Plus dodge if HP is low, means if you get sucked into the pot, you're gonna be able to come out of it. Although minus accuracy, nothing's unholy. So, you know what, the Houndmaster is an interesting idea. We could take them along. Hound's Rush, probably gonna be able to do a lot of damage and benefit from crit and possibly bleed. And we can also have them in the second position so that they can stun instead of the Abomination. It's interesting. Because we could just, you know, have the Abomination in front, rage the hag. Crit chance plus 11% is pretty freaking good. What was the damage of you again? Crit mod plus 8. Base damage 6 to 11. Accuracy 100. Base damage 13 to 23. I gotta roll Abomination. I gotta see what happens. I'm curious. We could also rage the pot if we need to. We don't have to rake. Rake has a minus 50% damage bonus. We're not gonna be using rake on the hag at all. But the Abomination, rage, high damage crits. Hellion, high damage, especially when we buff the spear and battle trance. And then hopefully the Occultist and Arbalist. Well, here's my plan. Occultist gets thrown into the pot after they apply a mark. That's my plan. That's what I want to have happen with this Occultist. That would be ideal. If not, hey, we got an Arbalist. They can still shoot. Maybe we should dump Wolf's Tassel though, instead of getting. Well, the thing is that she can still mark by herself, which also reduces dodge, which will help us to hit more. So maybe this is okay, and we can also like keep people healed up if we need it. Screw it, let's do it. You ready? Suppressing Fire could also be an interesting choice. Does this boss, what is it, like if they miss their attacks, we won't go into the pot, so we can just suppress. Let's do it. I wanna know. Now, food? Stack of torches, antivenom and bandages, take medicinal herbs, couple keys, holy water. You can use holy water on people who have the Crimson Curse. If they're in neutral state, something, I don't know. Take some blood, take 5. Couple of stacks of torches. All right, this is a boss fight mission, so we really want to have all of this provisions. I don't think we need Aegis scales, although I will take them, because if someone gets put into the pot and come out and they get a turn, maybe we will be able to keep them alive if we take some of these. We'll take them. Although it's going to take up some inventory space, but it's a boss fight. So the Hellion has accuracy and damage. Abomination has accuracy, crit, and damage. And you have crit too. Arbalist, good against mark, good against ranged. Occultist, better healing. He's got the map. Bark. Bark, 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 bark.
As time wore on, her wild policy of self-experimentation grew intolerable. She quaffed all manner of strange fungi, herbs, and concoctions, intent on gaining some insight into the horror we both knew to be growing beneath us. The change in her was appalling, and no longer able to stomach it, I sent her to live in the Weald, where her wildness would be welcomed. There is method in the wild corruption here. It bears a form both wretched and malevolent.
I like when he says he sent her to live in the Weald, because I imagine him sending her to, like, live with her parents. Get out of the house! Go live with your parents! I can't stand you around here anymore. Don't know why. Think of that. I gotta remember how you play this game. It's been a while. WASD. Surprise! Okay, so we have good stuns. It's actually surprisingly not that good, but it does a lot of damage. But we also did not equip the trinkets that really buff the damage of you, or the stun chance of you. Why are you so fast? +2 speed. Your speed is 7. Your speed is 12, and the 7 unit move before you? All right, well, that's gonna happen sometimes. I actually think that in this situation, we just want to debuff. Reduce his accuracy. I was gonna say reduce his accuracy, but obviously that didn't work. If the stuns are failing, we'll have you stun. Didn't work. This is a great turn. I love this turn. This is a fantastic turn. I guess we'll debuff you so that we can hit you. Hey, it landed. Let's go. Finally something landed. Jesus. Okay, we have stress relief later. Actually, we don't on the party, but we can camp and relieve some stress in the future. Okay, do something. Hey, thank you! 3rd time's the charm. And toss out a mark, reduce your dodge, enable crits. Good dodge. Surprising because he's got the ring on, but also your dodge is 3. Oh wait, I'm looking at speed. Your speed is 13. Okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. 10 damage. Bled. Crit for 40. That's what I'm hoping out of the Arbalist. Just do that on the boss, please. Now that should be a stun. I guess it was only like 85% or something, but like, come on! Come on! Go ahead. Good crit heal. I'm happy about it. As long as this guy does not crit for the stress, I'm happy.
Perhaps the turning
and then you might as well just top him off. Should have healed yourself. Plus healing received. I always forget about that. And then you bleed out. That's your big move. It's a freaking massive hit. Good lord.
Continue the onslaught.
It's not going to be that helpful on the boss fight. Unless we really want you to debuff yourself in order to hit the pot, but you never know, maybe. I don't even know why I'm opening this. I literally can't hold anything.
With loot.
Never mind. I had a torch. I could have just dumped it. Whatever. This isn't a loot mission, but we do need to bring some money back because we have, like, none. What do we do here? Weakening Curse. He's got to get debuffed. Blight resist 80, blight resist 100. So it's a 60% chance of blighting the crone, 40% chance of stunning the giant. I'd rather try to stun the giant. It's fine. Suppressing fire can't even be. Oh, it can be used. Oh, you ignore stealth. You have Twilight Dreamer. Both of my range units do actually. So we're gonna start working you down if we can. Stun has a 60%, but I'd rather just get some damage done, bleed out, good raw damage, and good bleed. Good dodge. Curse of Vulnerability is the mark. Poison Spores is just poison. Mighty Odin says, how did I die again? Tree smack. No, you were tree smacked, and then the crone on the next turn cursed you, and then you died, Mighty Odin, the flagellant. That's what happened on you. I am the Blood God. Reduce stress, but he had no stress. So we're gonna keep Weakening Curse the giant, because he's going to eventually do a tree branch. You're almost dead. You know, we could have, that's unfortunate, but he can recover his own stress. We could have killed the crone had we landed a blight from the abomination. He hasn't done anything because Manacles missed the stun both times.
Their formation is broken.
But at least you're dead now. And here comes the tree branch. Look, a crit for 30 is not that bad, considering it could have been a crit for over 51. So, thank you for not dying. Also, please stun. I mean, it's pretty much your only attack. Suppressing Fire, Bola, Bandage. No, just shoot. We should have marked previously. That was a little silly. Good bleed damage. We should have, good dodge. We should have marked with the, no, we couldn't have marked because we had to make sure that we got the heal out. That's right. Maybe we should put a mark on the Arbalist, put like a Bola up. At the end of combat, she could just use Battlefield Bandage to keep everyone going. She doesn't have to use Sniper Shot, or she doesn't have to use Bola to hit the unit in the front line. Because you're stunned, toss out a mark. Hit you for 29. If we can get the mark out, it's good damage. Okay, so now you're dead. You're only taking 5 bleed damage, so I gotta hit you one more time. Your speed is 2 though. I'm gonna let someone else hit you. Vernacular says, in my campaign I got all 3 music boxes from Mad Men by week 11. RNG, baby. RNG.
Size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate
yeah, so I'm gonna make changes to the Arbalist here. I'm gonna take off Suppressing Fire. No, I'm gonna leave Suppressing Fire on. And I'm gonna use Rallying Flare for a little bit of stress reduction, in theory. But when we get to the Hag, we'll get rid of Rallying Flare, because who cares? Should we get loot beforehand? I'd rather not be super stressed out for the fight, even though if we go this path, we're probably not gonna have any loot, but... Gladier says, I finally got all 3 boxes in my campaign a few days ago. I, hate grind, so I don't grind for things like that. But more power to you. Those music boxes are pretty hard to find in this game. Also the cup, the goblet, I have the goblet, and that's another one that's hard to find. blight you, hit you, can probably kill you before you act. You can incur sacrificial stab. I actually think that, yeah, maybe you just stab, go for the damage, kill this guy faster. He's dead. He only gets 1 attack. In fact, he gets no attacks. That was a very good turn there. The hunter with the gun, he's technically dead right now. He's just gonna get 2 actions. We might be able to kill him before the next action though. You only get 1 action and then you're dead. But you get no actions because you were stunned, that's right. I forgot about that. I forgot about that thing that we just did. So you're dead. I'm gonna hit you. Stun you by a turn. We're gonna toss out some heals and whatnot. So you're dead. What are the madmen and where do I find them? The madmen are the guys who are like wrapped up kind of like half mummies and they go, those are those jerks. Other heroes, stress -3, 60% chance. Oh. Sweet. I mean, why not, right?
Surges as the enemy crumbles.
I am the blood god. -2 stress. Heal. You have a self heal. Go again. Dude, I love our speed being so high. You're the only one who could benefit from stress reduction, so honestly, just take the heal. This is not bad, not bad. We're also like going through the enemies rather quickly. I like it. Dump the crests for the gold. That's what we should do. Don't even open the chest because it doesn't matter. If we don't die, we will backtrack for loot.
Glittering gold, trinkets and balls.
So hopefully this is a very good fight against the hag, because I'm just gonna go straight for it. And we'll bring back whatever money we can. It's a straight line to the secret room and we have keys. So we will have some money leaving. 90, 55. Thank you, occultist. So we'll have some money leaving, and if we can get extra, we'll get extra. We only have 2 more combats before we have to fight the hag. We'll camp in this room before we get in there though, just for the combat buffs. Well, actually, we should probably do the battle and then backtrack, but I guess it really depends on how much stress we have and how much stress we're gonna get, I suppose. It's pretty low damage. A mark would have been better.
As the fiend
That works too.
falls, a faint
So
hope
you do
blossoms.
stress, but I still think we should. We don't care about the health, do we? You missed. That's unfortunate. But like, health damage doesn't matter because we have heals. We can camp whenever we want at this point. That's annoying because it is stress, but a little bit of stress is fine. We can spend 2 or 4 camping points reducing it if we have to. Plus 20% stress for 3 rounds, please don't. It's a broken straitjacket, which makes it look a lot like a mummy. There you go. Half mummies, aren't they in straitjackets? Look, I just noticed the rags, okay? I just noticed they're, you know, they're walking around the dungeon in rags. Who do they think they are? Also, you knew exactly what I meant. So, obviously, it was an adequate description.
Give them no quarter.
Friend for the old gods. Please stop bleeding, though. It's okay.
For the slightest
You'll just heal
lapse in
yourself.
Concentration.
For the slightest lapse of the RNG against you. 10 damage is pretty good. I mean, I guess I did buff his damage with the candle, too. All right, you're dead. Stop it. I knew it. I don't know why I knew it, I just knew it. He's also bleeding for 30 damage. Good lord. That's a lot of damage. Okay, this is where we can do a little bit of stalling. And we can also toss out some flares. 14 stress. I think we should do the combat then backtrack, because I need to make sure that our stress is super low. God, they're just bleeding for so much. I'd use the bandages, you idiot. Like, what are you freaking holding on to them for if you're not gonna use them? That's a good stress heal too. I think we'll leave your stress where it is, because one camping skill reduces it to 2 at this point, which is fair enough. Although you can't do anything anyways. You might as well reduce her stress. Didn't think about it, but yeah, you actually just can't do anything. And you're done bleeding. So kill him. 21 stress. So now you're gonna have 6 if we don't use a skill, which is probably better. Yeah, but I think I want to do this and then backtrack. No, because you can reduce your own stress. Yeah, we'll camp now. We'll camp now. Frees up inventory space too. Okay, and then what are we gonna do? We're gonna do probably Battle Trance and Sharpen. So that's going to be 6. Psych Up is very good. It's going to increase stress though. That's 9. Reject the Gods is another 3. So the Arbalist doesn't get crossbow? We have to give him crossbow. Do we just go for the ambush? We get ambushed? We could get ambushed. You know, there's only a chance of being ambushed. Oh, I hope I actually had the right abilities. Wasn't paying attention. Also, you have Dark Strength, which I should have probably gone, because it buffs damage by frickin' 20. But that's okay, we'll be fine. You need to restring your crossbow. You need to buff your damage. It does raise the stress of everyone else in the party by 10. This would have been better. Dark Strength, admittedly. Probably screwed that one up slightly, but it's okay. You need to give yourself damage and crit. You need to buff your damage. The one time. It's just a ghoul. It's gonna take us 1 turn to shuffle, but it's just a ghoul. It's not that bad. We'll toss out a debuff on this turn and a mark on the next turn.
The ground quakes.
Good crit, I guess. Now, if you could stun, that would be great. You only move forward 1. You move back 3. You move forward 1. Hopefully the Arbalist moves before the Hellion, although, yeah, the Hellion's super slow. Why are you super slow? -2 torch if light is low. Oh, you're also 3, because I didn't use medicinal herbs on you. Okay, well, we'll just toss out a stun on Stress Boy. Failed, but that's okay. Rend is just damage, and it's not even a lot of damage, and it didn't even bleed. Forward 1. I wanted the Arbalist to move first, because from the 3rd position slot, the Hellion could still do an attack. You only move back 2, though, so we had to do it anyways. Okay, and then you have to move forward 1. Now we're set, okay. Are you gonna heal? No, you'll be fine. Toss out a mark. Howl of Stress. Oh, I should have taken Laudanum. I forgot about this guy, damn it. Hellion's gonna be stressed out. And they have a stress debuff now too. God, it's so good. Okay, so you should be dead. You're stressed out, there's nothing you can do. Go ahead and just use a bandage. We're getting a lot of crits, but plus player crits will do that, I guess. Stun him. Buys us a few turns. We'll toss out a couple of heals. You can't even hit him from this position, I'm noticing. You might as well heal yourself. The only person who can hit you, well, the healer can hit you. And that's a good crit. So you're dead to the abomination. I don't want to kill you though. I'd rather heal the arbalists, but I think I'd rather just kill you. So you're gonna get a little bit more stressed out, unfortunately. There's a chest, leave it, come back later. There's a tree, leave it, come back later. So one of the things I don't like about the ambush is that it ruins one turn of your battle buffs. So we only have 3 more battles of buffs. This is gonna be the second one, possibly the third one, then we'll only have 1 more after that. I wish that you got that one for free. But I can see why you don't. Because it wouldn't really make sense, would it? 50% stun resist, 100% stun. I'll take those odds. And then you could shoot the crone, or you could actually shoot one of these boys.
Destroyed.
If you put the crone at the front, I think they use Fetid Sensor instead of Embrace the Dark, but I guess it is also stress.
A dizzying blow.
I was about to say, that's the attack I want them to use, and then it ended up not really working out that well for me, so what do I know? Gotta start healing. There's the stress one. The Hellion is just gonna have stress, you know, there's not much I can do about it. What we can do though, I should have just tried to stun you. I'm gonna use the Hellion to stun her though, which is why I did that. You can just toss out a quick heal. This turn and the next turn probably. You're gonna stun. You are going to do damage. Even though that's like the best damage that you can do. I should have done that last turn, but that's fine. You have nothing else to do, so honestly, oh, you dodged the mark. And you died anyways. Thank you, musket ball, plus 8% crit chance. Resisted? That was like the last hit. You failed. All right, so
Remind yourself.
Everyone's in the right positions. Oh, I hate this. I hate this fight so much. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know who's going to be taken from you. Well. This shouldn't hurt you. I heard that you cannot do that when they're bloodlusted, and I think you also cannot use the holy water if they are in the craving state, but I'll admit I have no freaking idea. Remove the debuffs before I forget. All right. Let's see how this works. 162 health. It's actually less than I thought it would be.
Testament to the powers of corruption.
By the way, I'm a bear wolf. I don't want to die here. He's not gonna hurt you. Well, unless he gets afflicted himself. 32 damage. I didn't put the mark on you. God damn it. The one thing. Well, you know what? Let's debuff you. It resisted. At least you're going into the pot. You missed, so you know what? There you go. Have fun. I don't really know. I don't know what we're gonna do to get you out of the pot, but yeah. Well, this is like worst case scenario. Oh, you're not even eldritch. You're just human. Do I mark you? I guess I'll just mark you to lower your dodge chance. Oh, that's unfortunate. 18. Pretty low. Taste the stew. Look, if you die, you deserve it because you missed. First of all, you went way too early in the round of combat. Second of all, you missed your debuff. If anyone deserves to die, it's you. Yo, I would love to get some crits on this fight. Dodge is low enough. The mark is going to last for another 2 rounds, which should be enough for the Hellion to act. Her speed is 7, Hellion speed is 6. Probably good enough. I guess we'll just toss out a stab. Yeah, she comes out of the pot in the front, so she'll have to move back. But she can always heal herself if she has to. Her or the occultist can heal. Crit for 41. Now you've done as much damage as the abomination has in 2 turns. Season is just whatever. Stress, who cares? It's gonna be, on this turn, she's gonna come out of the pot. Hopefully we just crit kill. 13-8, she will die. We will live, we will win this combat. You might be on death's freaking door though. If it happens, it happens. Just don't Hamlet. Hamlet? Don't hammer. Mallet.
And now,
What word was I thinking of?
fast or expire.
By the way, you're dead. You're so lucky, you don't even know. You don't know how lucky you are. Continue adventuring, we're not done. Eat a piece of food. Yeah, so glad you had plus ranged damage and accuracy and crit on that, and we had to go fight the freaking ambush just to get you a 0-use combat buff. So happy, so happy. I brought you out on this mission. You're the freaking gambler's charm. Who cares? I hate trinkets like that because on a fight when it might matter, it doesn't even work on this fight because if you have more health, the pot does more damage over time. So like, what's the freaking point? There is none. We can probably dump holy water since we're just going to be grabbing loot and then leaving. We might do well, I kind of don't want to do any more open the freaking chest. I kind of don't want to do any more combat with her health being so low, but you never know so low. We should also dump the shovels because we don't need them. Take the money. Freaking, gotta bring that back. Gotta bring that back. Put it there. I'll put the gems there. Okay, so gotta bring this stuff back because we need it. We got some busts, got some portraits, some deeds. This will get rid of the anti-venom since we don't need it anymore. Could get rid. I want the medicinal herbs though. I want food. We're gonna need it. Okay. Then we'll go here. This is bandage tree. I remember. Nice. This was food. This curio down here on the left. But I think we're gonna go straight for the secret door. Well, we could go to the room battle and check it out. The problem is that you only have 12 health. You only have 3 now, but I can give you more food. I like how Abe is blaming the Arbalist for his mistakes. I'm blaming the Arbalist for her mistakes. She's the one who missed her shots. You miss 90% of the shots you miss. Statistically true. I like getting more money. Okay. So we want to... I don't want to do 2... Although, if we do a room combat, we could potentially heal. And then do another combat to get even more loot. But if we just go and grab the secret door, it's just free money. We don't need to do any more combat. Let's just go. There's no reason to be fighting now. You don't even need blood. There's no reason to be fighting. We got a lot of loot, I think, comparatively. More busts. Dump the bandage. Dump the herbs. Dump the torch, take the busts, backtrack. I thought I got rid of the key like an idiot. There we go, we got our heads back. We sold these for money. How much do they sell for? If they sell for more than 3,500, we should be selling them if we're not using them. All right, so, easy mission. Relatively speaking. We got another sacred scroll, we got the Hag's Ladle, blight skill chance, blight resist, disease resist, some money, some heirlooms. It's actually 28,000 gold, which is fine. I wished it didn't replace Tough, because I would have locked Tough in at some point. Early riser, so if the torch is high, fragile needs to be removed immediately. Virtue chance on next quest. If, oh my god. We should have waited on the courtyard mission, because we could have gone there with a virtue chance and then maybe we could have gotten some some virtues instead of afflictions. Because I don't know what we should do since we have a virtue. We can't even go to the courtyard. We don't have a invitation. You do not possess any invitations. You are barred from entry. That doesn't matter at all. That doesn't matter at all. Well, I mean, I guess in theory we could do the farmstead with the virtue chance buff, but I'll be honest, I don't care. I'll be honest with you, I just do not care. I think that the endless missions are kind of just too much. It's trash. You gotta build like perfectly in order to do it. Farm for virtues, and it's just like whatever. But sanitarium, you have, oh my god, you have so many negatives. You have fragile. And do I want to lock anything in? Not really, so have fun. You need stress relief. You need stress relief. Really, it's that expensive? Reduces treatment cost by 15%, increases stress recovery. Sure. All right, so your stress is down. You also have some stress. How much stress? 35, all right. Because it's in, oh, it's so expensive. You can hang out. Do we have a puppet theater? We got the puppet theater. All right, you'll just be chilling for a little bit. Now, who is the next contestant on The Price is Right? Where are we going? Cove and Weald are where we need to go. There's no long mission. There's a long mission in the ruins, but we don't need to increment the boss progression. We also don't need to level anyone up, so there's no reason to do a long mission. We could just do a medium mission and be happy about it. So, Legendary Bracer gives us Sunshine in the Thicket. Cove gives us Lost and Found. I have no idea. Let's do it. We don't want Bleed. Blighters are fine. Abomination is fine. Not very good quirks, but also not really bad quirks. He can blight the enemies. He can do a good job. I think Shield Breaker is like a given, and I'll be honest with you. I was gonna bring along Dragon Breaker, who does need to be upgraded, but because we have Cove Scrounger and Hot to Trot, which is so good. Yeah, frickin' bring out the good one. I hate to be that like specific about it, but bring out the good one. Then Purge. Knockback 3, 130% base. We need a leper. We don't care about Hot to Trot on a leper though. We also don't care about damage on a range skill. Eldritch Slayer. All the enemies here are Eldritch, so this seems like a very good time to bring you along in the front. You'll have Purge. You two, you can shuffle here. Impale, Expose. Do you want Impale? That's a back move. Puncture and Pierce are forward moves. Expose and Impale are back moves. Okay, I like that. Alternate those abilities. And then we need a healer, who is going to be either the occultist, compulsive and infirmed, or it'll be a Vestal, Cove Explorer, scouting chance. That's pretty good. Weld, natural swing, natural line. Those are pretty good. Unholy hater, wrong type. Evasive +5 dodge. I mean, I guess you do have a little bit of stress we could maybe take out on the mission to reduce it. Lost and found is one free weapon upgrade. Well, we'll do it anyways. It needs to be done. We just did one in the Weald, so we'll go to the Cove next. This is kind of my Cove party. We should bring a Plague Doctor. God, they're so good here. Okay, we'll bring a Plague Doctor. Warns, Mankind Hater, Healer's Gift, Fairweather Fighter. These are all horrible. So let's get you some more mutations. Look, lots of dead cells lately. Quirks, whatever. And we still need a healer, is the bad thing here. We don't have a healer yet. 3 HP does not a healer make. So I think we should dump the Abomination. Even though this is a good biome for them, I like the fact that they have manacles and the mid-range beast's bile. It's a very useful thing to have in the Cove. But if we get rid of them, we could bring along an actual healer, and then we'd still have double position blight, a blight attack. So be like this, and then I like battlefield medicine because we are likely to get crabs, and this can save us from having to use so many provisions. Yeah, this is okay. You'll do a bunch of damage. So we get rid of you, and then we can bring along a level 0 occultist or a healer. We can bring along, like, I mean, sure, Cove Explorer is good enough. And then the Shield Breaker will be moving up and backwards a little bit, mixing positions with the Vestal. They're just going to be using Dazzling Light and Divine Comfort. Anyways, they should be fine. Shield Breaker will open up with Pierce in most situations. Maybe Puncture, but we don't really have things to puncture. Expose is good for getting rid of stealth, but not a lot of things are actually gonna be stealth. And we actually do want to open up with Pierce because of the Hot to Trot. Plus damage, plus accuracy, plus crit. We want the first hit to be good and possibly kill. That's Pierce. Although, we could also do the same thing by putting them in the very front. They will move before the Leper because of the speed variance. And irrepressible. And using Impale will move them back. It's not guaranteed to land, but it's very likely to land. And it does more damage, and it has a chance of critting. So that's actually a possibility right there. Open up with the Impale for AoE damage. I don't know why you would do that, though. That's a dumb idea. We don't really care about the AoE damage all that much. Why is that even an ability that you have equipped? In case you get pushed up to the front, you get Expose. I'd rather give you a... I don't know. Serpent Sway? Whatever. It's all upgraded anyways. We got it to trinkets still. Oh my god. Trinkets. Trinket time! Actually, before we do trinkets, really quickly, we have a trinket to sell. You don't have to be in this window to sell trinkets. I don't know why I keep going to the window. But we got another... Well, we got another Blasphemous Vial. Head sell for $22.50. So it's actually not worth selling them. If you sell the head and then you get it back from the treasure chest, the Trapezoidahedron is actually worth more. But I got another one of these Vestal Sacred Scrolls that we can get rid of. We can get rid of a Heaven's Hairpin, which we don't need 2 of. There we go. Just to sell the dupes. Got 37,000 bucks. Also, before we go, upgrade. This, Purge, Solemnity, and then what else do I have you using? Intimidate. Bypasses stealth, de-stealths, buffs your speed, debuffs the speed of the enemy. This is for if we move before the squiffy gas. So that makes sense. That's fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Everyone else is like actually fine. Okay. Then this screen, so you can click on these icons, and then trinkets. Leper needs damage. There's your damage. Leper also needs accuracy. Where is the armlet that I like on lepers? 8 accuracy, 3 crit versus lower dodge. Actually, I don't really mind lowering your dodge. You have enough max health, you'll be fine. Vestal. Heals and heals, which are here. Well, this one lowers your stun chance. We have another box, don't we? Well, we got the head. Don't we have another healing trinket? There it is, Ancestor Scroll. You can have the map, and you can have Blasphemous Vial, which is all you're ever gonna need anyways on these missions. You are gonna have stuff that increases your accuracy and your damage. So I would like you to have... You're not gonna be doing that much ranged. You can take the candle for a little bit of damage, and your health is actually pretty low. Go ahead and take the protection accuracy ring. 36 is pretty low. I mean, the Vestal has 40, which is lower because of Crimson Curse. The Plague Doctor has more health than the freaking Shield Breaker, and they got a shield. Oh, they're missing a hand, but they also have a giant shield. Okay, I like this party. It can get stuff done. We can prevent nighttime ambush. And one companion remove disease and self remove disease. I should unlock those so that we can have them if we need them. Yoink yoink. Beautiful. Okay, so that's gonna be the mission. Into the Cove. Medium length. Probably don't need to think about it that much. For those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next mission in the Darkest Dungeon.